Hi there everyone, welcome back to Infinity Drones. Today we're going to take a look at two issues that I have not been able to fix or resolve on the DJI O3 unit. Let's get started. So as you can see in this video, the video keeps pausing and then continuing, pausing and then continuing. This is straight recording off the O3 unit. There's nothing manipulated here. It's exactly from camera using the Realsteady system. Now yes, you can turn off the Realsteady system, but you've got a few other issues. Then you've got to put it to your PC and you've got to reconvert it. In my opinion, it's great for some, but it's not for everyone. I like Gyroflow. I really think it gives you more flexibility. But for a lot of people, they just want to share the file straight out of the camera. And Realsteady is not too bad. It's not the best, but it's really not too bad. But as you can see, it's just not usable right now. Now the strange thing here is, if I update the firmware to the latest version, then Realsteady works perfectly fine. But my Gyroflow data, it just doesn't work anymore. It still says it has got the gyro information, but as soon as I put it into Gyroflow, the screen just goes black. So as you can see, I've got the latest version of Gyroflow open. If I go and get a file, and I go to where the video file is of my O3 recording, this one for example, now this is after I've updated the firmware to the latest version. So before the firmware, my Realsteady has jumping in it or freezing frames, and after the firmware update, it's running perfectly smooth. So Realsteady is working great. However, if I want to use Gyroflow, you can see that the screen is just blank. So if I turn off stabilization, the screen is back. And this is also with descending like enabled. I've tried with and without descending like, it doesn't make a difference. So this is very strange. So here's the funny thing. If I take this exact same drones, this O3 unit, and I downgrade the firmware again, right? Or go back to the previous firmware. If I can't go back, it's actually just the previous firmware. As you can see, it's an older file. But the older files, Gyroflow data, I can add, and instantly I can toggle it on and you can show the gyro data over here. So strange enough, here you can turn it on and off again. You've got your gyro data. You can see contains gyro data. Everything is perfectly fine. If I go exactly back to the previous file again, you're going to see that that data stays exactly the same. However, this breaks again. So you can see I'm recording at 4K, go back to the other one, still 4K. Everything's exactly the same. Take it the frame rate, 59.94, 59.916, very close, 10-bit. And if I go back, you can see it's just really, really strange that if you've moved your file or your firmware version from one to the other, then suddenly there's a big difference. So I'm not 100% sure if it's maybe the 10-bit or whatever system is going on here, but if I have the firmware from the old system, then my gyro system, my Gyroflow works. As soon as I load the firmware that includes a 10-bit, then suddenly my Gyroflow doesn't work anymore. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I've got a faulty unit or something like it, but if you have this issue, maybe post in the comments below and then we can take it from there.